Given that tokenization represents a significant advancement in cryptocurrencies, we have been deliberating on the topic in the channel for some time. The essence of tokenization lies not in its monetary value. While discussions may arise over the potential tokenization of hundreds of trillions of dollars, my primary interest in tokenization is to the individuals involved. Employ it. An example would be achieving $20 billion, 0 cents on the chain. Yet, upon examining the prominent funds now on the chain, one can identify several of their names as securities. Prominent entities such as Hamilton Lane, BlackRock, and Superstate Libre Capital Republic are associated with all of these. Franklin Templeton, in 2020 or 2021, we discussed institutional participants in this sector and the significant entry of major entities into cryptocurrencies. The multitude of names associated with this location is astonishing, as we have observed their emergence since approximately 2022 and continuing to the present. The major market participants, including HSBC, Bank of America, Citigroup, and JP Morgan, are all engaged in cryptocurrency. At that time, some individuals asserted that the major banks would not participate in the cryptocurrency revolution since it would require years. They asserted that blockchain technology was an entity that major banks preferred to avoid due to its intimidating nature. Asset management firms are progressing at astonishing pace, which I find silly as I was meticulous with my program and anticipated a longer duration. Nonetheless, developments are progressing more rapidly than I expected, and indeed, we appreciate witnessing this. For instance, when examining U.S. bonds, one observes billions of dollars. Currently, there is $5 billion, 0 cents linked to the market. Although this amount may appear modest, observe its swift growth, even amongst market volatility, as part of the tokenized cryptocurrency sector, propelled by companies such as Franklin Templeton and BlackRock via Securitize. As I previously mentioned, Anando is a significant entity, and in this case, there are wisdom trees associated with several prominent names. We highlight this due to the increasing significance of tokenization. New narratives on tokenization are emerging, suggesting that this matter is gaining prominence. Franklin Templeton continues to expand, Goldman Sachs is poised, and CM consistent with the previous week, during which we saw their intention to initiate a tokenization project valued at around $16 billion. 0 cents, the Commercial Bank of Dubai, has just declared that government entities are currently integrating the real estate registry with property tokenization. This demonstrates Dubai's commitment, as the DTCC has recently introduced a tool for tokenization. Collateral in cryptocurrency initiatives is of significant importance on Wall Street. Annually, they transact equities valued over $3 trillion. The significance of this matter is evident, yet I am mentioning it because the SEC has lately disclosed 4 forthcoming cryptocurrency rounds that we were already aware of and monitoring. They will commence on the 11th of this month, and the initial one merely modifies the regulations to facilitate cryptocurrency trading will be addressed on April 25th, along with a discussion on cryptocurrency custody, as custody is the foundational aspect of the process. On May 12th, we will tokenize assets that transit on the chain, a practice typically conducted on June 6th. The increasing interest in tokenization by regulatory bodies like the SEC indicates that it is more than a mere buzzword. No, it is increasingly becoming a significant component of the global economy and will persist in its expansion. On February 12th, Ripple published an article regarding cryptocurrency ownership, asserting that fintechs own $120 trillion 0 cents opportunity in crypto security, with Ripple also having $120 trillion 0 cents stake, in contrast to 96% of firms It is essential to utilize cryptocurrency for client acquisition, as custody is the initial phase. Financial exchanges offering cryptocurrency and tokenization services must maintain secure and lawful control. Consequently, we are analyzing Ripple's announcement from the 7th, which asserts that tokenization would revolutionize global corporate practices. By 2033, finance will undergo a transformation, leading to a transition of $600 billion 0 cents to $18 trillion 900 billion 0 cents. This is due to the fact that tangible assets such as equities and real estate are more readily accessible and marketable, and the financial infrastructure and rules accommodate these assets. Consequently, institutions will spearhead the forthcoming era of finance that action immediately. Despite the background music, I will expedite the playback of this clip to ascertain whether any copyrighted music is there. I hope YouTube does not discontinue this. I will accelerate it by approximately 1.5 times as YouTube does not silence it. I hope it does not progress too rapidly. You may decelerate the film if initially hesitant financial institutions are now openly endorsing tokenization, which is transforming financial markets by enhancing asset accessibility, efficiency, and security through streamlined transactions and enabling fractional ownership of assets. It also diminishes expenses by up to 60% and accelerates payment from days to seconds. Tokenization, tokenized assets are projected to exceed $19 trillion 900 billion 0 cents by 2033 if their current growth trajectory persists. As tokenization gains prevalence, it will establish itself as a standard in the financial sector, driven by network effects that enhance efficiency, interoperability, and regulatory clarity. This process, termed tokenization, is not only a transient trend, it signifies the forthcoming evolution in the history of currency and is presently underway. I fully agree with this. For instance, when examining stablecoins, it becomes evident that they hold significant importance for fiat currency, and the present measures are integrating fiat money into the blockchain is revolutionizing the foreign exchange and cross-border payment markets through entities such as Ripple, facilitated by Rosti. We also take into account remarks made by Ripple workers, such as Reese Merrick, who asserted that the tokenization tipping point is imminent and that tokenization is revolutionizing finance in a substantial manner as it converts financial assets into programmable, interoperable instruments that facilitate fractional ownership, automated compliance, and continuous transactions. Furthermore, Mark Stempita asserts that a novel global endeavor, predominantly led by major financial entities, is revolutionizing finance tokenization technology, converting financial assets into programmable tools that provide continuous transactions, operating 24/7. At Ripple, we are eager about the prospects of tokenization technology as it facilitates fractional ownership and automates compliance.